name is Bourne. I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii, and I play on the AVP. One of the biggest challenges that I've ever faced in my career is getting sick. One of the toughest parts was it was such a shock. I've been young and healthy, and I've had a good career, and I've been so lucky to be healthy that I never thought it would change, you know? You kind of take it for granted, your health and being young and energized and all that. So when it was taken away all at once, it was just a huge shock, and I didn't really know what to do with myself. I was training for the 2017 season, and my training just got harder and harder. My joints started hurting. I was getting fatigued, which was weird because I was putting in the work. You know, I was hitting all the gym sessions, hitting all the practices, but I was going the opposite direction in terms of like how good my body felt. So eventually, by the end of the off season, I had to stop playing. We had to figure out what was going on, and then I thought it would just be out for a few tournaments, and then it turned into a whole year and a half, and you know, I went through all these emotional roller coaster throughout that whole time. In hindsight, I'm really grateful for the challenge and the fact that I kind of attacked it head on and just lived through it, and I struggled with it for sure. Like it was brutal. But now that I'm on the other side of it, I'm really grateful for what I learned and what I gained from that experience. And I mean, from my perspective now, it's a win. I don't know how I would have got through that process without my wife. She was like fully on my side, fully in it with me. She was going through it as well. There was a lot of stuff that I just like didn't have the energy to handle, and she was right there taking notes at the doctor's office or like coming to all my visits, and she was fully going through it with me. And there's a lot of things that I just kind of like left on her because I was just, I don't have the time or energy, or I mean, I had the time, I had way too much time, but I didn't have the energy to, you know, go through any of it by myself. I probably wouldn't have done a lot of the homework that it took to get through it and to attack it so quickly if it wasn't for her being right there helping me with all that. My first year back on tour, we were just kind of trying to see how my body would react. We didn't know. So there's a lot of unknown, and it's a little scary when you're pushing yourself to like a really extreme limit, and you're like, I know I'm supposed to hurt because I'm an athlete, and we're pushing our bodies, we're trying to get our bodies to do things that they couldn't previously do, and that's tough. But what kind of pain do I want? What kind of fatigue do I want to be feeling? And I had to differentiate that. So there was a lot of unknown that first year. Now we've been managing it. I'm pretty familiar with the feelings that are good and bad, and now I feel like I can be in full attack mode and right back to where I'm comfortable being, and I can push myself in a lot of healthy ways and know how to not push myself in other ways, and manage the diet and everything inside and out, mentally, physically, and the sky's the limit now. I don't feel like I've been back to my best self physically, and I haven't been able to combine that with the new kind of person that I am mentally. So I'm excited to put those two together fully and see what the results are.